Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Columbia City Baseball. I'm Zayden McKenzie, joined by the WJHS staff, and right now we are announcing the Bulldogs starting lineup. Columbia City versus New Haven Bulldogs today. Columbia City had a 12-3 record, 1-1 in conference, and the New Haven Bulldogs 5-9 on the year. So the starting lineup for the Bulldogs: number 3, Braden Kuhnberger to start it off in left field. Number 10, Sam Golden, the center fielder. Number 25, Mason Noak is pitching for the Bulldogs. Number 11, Keon Wheeler, the second baseman. Number 14, Ethan Goodwin, the catcher. Number 2, Aiden Carter, the shortstop. Number 22, Mason Ehrman, the right fielder. Number 23, Bryant Wake, the first baseman. And number 16, Max Beats, designated hitter. And moving on to Columbia City's starting lineup, number 4, James Getz leads off. He plays shortstop for tonight. Number 14, Zach Berry in left field. Number 18, Brady Schrader, the first baseman for tonight. Number 6, Landon Iden in center. Number 8, Coleman Clark at third base. Number 11, Drew Vanderford in right field. Number 12, Henry Neller designated hitting for number 20, Trey Deckman, who will be playing second. Number 12, Henry Neller is the designated hitter for the pitcher, which will be number 9, Grayson Bradbury. Number 20, Trey Deckman playing second, and number 7, Eli Platt. So I will be back in a moment after the national anthem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And to start us off, number 9, Grayson Bradbury on the mound for Columbia City has done a great job on the year so far with a decently low ERA. I remember looking at it on Max Preps. Unfortunately, I do not have the number up in front of me, but he's just had an awesome year so far pitching for this Columbia City Eagles team, as well as being a sophomore playing for Varsity, and I just can't wait to see the improvements that come next year. Running through the fielders' positions, number 9, Grayson Bradbury on the mound. Catching for Grayson Bradbury is number 7, Eli Platt. Over on first base, Brady Schrader. On second is number 20, Trey Deckman, the only freshman on this varsity team. Over at third base is number 8, Coleman Clark. At shortstop is number 4, James Getz. Number 14, Zach Berry in left field. In center field is number 6, Landon Iden. And in right field is number 11, Drew Vanderford. All astounding players this year and have had great years so far, especially looking at some of the team leaders for some of the stats. I mean, the batting average leaders, Drew Vanderford leads with a .442 batting average, Brady Schrader a .359, and Grayson Bradbury a .350 on the year. Just awesome job by these guys staying above 35 or staying at 35% and above. Just making sure that they keep putting the bat on the ball and doing what they can for the team. The on-base percentage goes to Brady Schrader with a .544. Vanderford following it up with a 5.38 and Zach Berry at 500 even. Just awesome job by those guys. They've done a great job getting on base, making sure that they're around the bases and moving fast. Home runs, Brady Schrader leads the conference with 3. Noble Heinen and Drew Vanderford have also hit 1 themselves this year. And as the throwdown signals the start of the top of the first, the start of the game, number 3, Braden Kuhnberger, the left fielder, stepping up to the plate. So remember, this is a 5-9 Bulldogs team, and we'll just have to see how this team reacts to a pitcher like Grayson Bradbury, who has a lot of velocity behind him. Shows bunt for the first pitch of the game, and almost hit by that pitch. He's able to dodge out of the way of it, and it is called ball. So number 3, Braden Kuhnberger, starts off the game 1-0. Already ahead in the count. Kuhnberger has a little bit of pressure taken off of him here. And he fouls that one off towards the right. He kind of pushed it as that pitch was inside. So Bradbury, that's 2 inside pitches so far. 1 for a ball, 1 for a foul tip that moves into a strike. And with a 1-1 even count, Kuhnberger looking to put this ball in play. Instead takes ball 2 as that curveball was high and outside. So now count 2-1, and Bradbury moving on to his 4th pitch here of the game. That one knocked left and foul, as that one hit the ground early and rolled foul early. Coleman Clark trying to get an early jump on it, make sure he can get the first out for his team early in this game. And with now a 2-2 count, Braden Kuhnberger could possibly be struck out here. Bradbury pitches. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Awesome job by Bradbury, able to start this game off quick with a strikeout. If that is a sign for the way, of the way things will come later in this baseball game, Bradbury might have a good game under his shoulders, and the Eagles will be able to score early and get a lead early. That pitch low, and that is ball 1 for number 10, Sam Golden, who's up to bat now. He's the center fielder. So, showed bunt 2 times, both been pulled back and called ball. So with count 2-0, some of the pressure taken off for Sam Golden, and he can maybe pick his pitch here, see if anything's in the place that he wants it so he can turn on it and swing it. And he does. That one pops up into left field. Shortstop James Getz able to cover a lot of ground and make it to the ball for the 2nd out of the inning. Yeah, he did. He covered a lot of ground there. It wasn't necessarily deep, but it was towards middle center field there, or middle left field there, and James Getz able to just cover a lot of ground. Number 25, Mason Noak, up to bat now, and he takes first pitch strike. That curveball well placed by Grayson Bradbury, and count now 0-1. So this is the pitcher for New Haven as he takes strike 2 there, count 0-2, and now Mason Noak in danger of being struck out here. He knocks that one to left field. It's going back deep. Vanderford tracks it and catches it for the 3rd out of the inning, and now that is 3 up, 3 down in favor of Columbia City. So now they make their way to the dugout and look to get an early lead starting in this next inning here. And New Haven hopefully trying to look to go 3 up and 3 down again, or not again, but to basically keep this game at a 0-0 score. Just trying to answer Columbia City's 3 up, 3 down with the 3 up, 3 down of their own. And now number 25, Mason Noak, standing on the mound now to pitch for New Haven. His first pitch a little wonky there. That would spell good for Columbia City if they are able to get a few of those off pitches and maybe get a couple walks here early in the game. He's got quite a bit of velocity behind that arm. He is a junior this year, so as a senior, he could seem pretty dangerous going into next year. Leading off for the Columbia City Eagles will be number 4, James Getz, the shortstop, who is able to make a great catch over on the left field side there to get the second out of the inning, and maybe looking to do just as well batting as he did fielding there. Taking a look at the at just what's been going on in CC recently. Like I said, Columbia City moved to 12-3, and that was after winning last night against Garrett. They won 6-1, and it was just an overall great game. Columbia City able to come back and take the lead late in that game, and with them being 12-3, the 5-9 New Haven Bulldogs may not seem to be all that much of a challenge, especially as number 4, James Getz, is stepping up to the plate. James Getz doing a lot for the team so far, especially in the fact that James Getz has hit 2 triples on the year, as well as able to score 20 runs for the team and has had 13 stolen bases on the year. So just awesome on him, able to get around those bases and get home plenty of times. And now, as he steps up to the plate, we'll see what he does here. First pitch, called strike on the outside edge, count 0-1 now. James Getz got to stay aggressive here and maybe roll over that first pitch, get it on the ground, see if he can beat out the throw. That or maybe a line drive to the outfield, maybe get himself a double. That pitch low and outside hits the dirt and gets by the catcher, and now count 1-1. Some of the pressure taken off James Getz here. 1-1 count even. Feels better to hit on, but after that foul ball, count is 1-2. So being down in the count and being 1 strike away from striking out, James Getz in danger here. Maybe need to battle back in this count. This pitch outside called ball, count 2-2. And with James Getz in the position he is here, looking to put this ball in play and get on first base to start a rally for the team. That pitch low bounces off the catcher and makes its way over to the away dugout. And with full count here, James Getz could possibly draw a walk or is in danger of striking out or putting the ball in play. And he is walked. James Getz takes his base. So now the left fielder, number 14, Zach Berry, stepping up to the plate. Zach Berry has had his name pop up in at least one of the stat leaders here. I can't find it at the moment. Oh, there it is, the on-base percentage, it being 500. That foul tip out behind the backstop and out behind the booth here to make count 0-1, but Barry's on-base percentage has been what's been keeping him alive. Well, not necessarily. He's been doing a great job all the way around, but the on-base percentage definitely been helping the team out a lot. James Getz stealing on his way to second and is safe at second base. And now with Zach Berry on a 1-1 count. James Getz in scoring position here. If Zach Berry's able to put this ball out in play, maybe into the outfield, that will give Columbia City the lead if James Getz is able to round third and score home. Yeah, Berry 1-1 count here. That one inside almost hit him, count 2-1. Way inside, way high, kind of at his wrist area. And with count 2-1, some of the pressure taken off. A little fearful now of this pitcher maybe, as that pitch was inside. He knocks that one left. It's going deep, going. Oh, foul ball. It was deep right field. Sorry, right field. I said going left. Right field. Deep right field, and it just went foul, unfortunately. That would have been a nice hit for Barry. He looked like he was rounding third and would have possibly even maybe have hit an inside the park homer. It was just unfortunate that it made its way over that direction. So with count 2-2, Barry looking to battle back in the count here and hopefully get on base to keep Columbia City rolling here. Number 18, Brady Schrader on deck. Brady's able to get a good clip of the ball and make it his 4th home run on the year. That would score Columbia City 3 if Barry's able to get on base. And the pitch, he knocks that one up and foul. And count stays 2-2. Barry doing a great job of battling, making sure he doesn't strike out here so far. From the stretch, the pitch, called strike 3 on the outside edge. And now, number 18, Brady Schrader, walking up to the plate with 1 out on the board and a runner on second base. Brady Schrader, the first baseman for Columbia City, hasn't had any action so far out in the field, but looking to start it off up at the plate. Takes first pitch, strike 1 on the outside edge, and with count 0-1, he's already pressured. I don't necessarily know the exact odds or such, but I do know that with an 0-1 count, batters tend to strike out more often. But with that being ball 1 in the dirt, bouncing off the catcher, James Getz on third base. And now 90 feet away from home is Columbia City's lead taking run here. So with a 1-1 count, things looking up for Brady Schrader at the moment here. His last pitch ball. This pitch knocked foul way out behind the backstop and the booth, and count 1-2. Brady Schrader got to work on his quick swings here, make sure he doesn't strike out, and keep Columbia City's rally going. And the pitch. Wow! Knocked left, gets outside of the third baseman's glove, and Brady Schrader able to reach first and gets able to reach home. And now that gives Columbia City the early lead. And now number 6, Landon Iden, stepping up to the plate, positioned in the cleanup hitter spot in the lineup. Umpire calling time. Talking over to the New Haven coach. But now he steps up behind the plate, and with count 0-0, as Iden gets a fresh start and a runner on first. First pitch ball, count 1-0. That appeared to be the second time this catcher has overthrown the first baseman. Things looking rough for New Haven here. Count 1-0 with 1 out on the board. Brady Schrader on first base. Iden taking ball 2, count 2-0. And with Iden having a 2-0 count, he is not as pressured to maybe swing at anything and maybe pick his pitch here and put it out in the outfield to get Brady Schrader to second, maybe even third. Time called. And with that time, New Haven's coach comes out to the dugout, and the infield is meeting around the pitcher's mound, maybe to talk about the current situation not necessarily all that bad for New Haven. It being the 4th batter and 1 run scored and 1 out on the board. I don't know if New Haven's coach is maybe expecting something better out of this pitching game. But as he makes his way back to the dugout, team hyping up their pitcher here, maybe giving him a few encouraging words, and they disperse from the mound. Number 25, Mason Noakes, still staying up on the mound, and Landon Iden now stepping up to the plate with a 2-0 count under his belt. And the pitch. Foul tip, could hear it nick there, count 2-1. And the pitch, knocked into right field, beats the right fielder over him, and Schrader on his way to third, Iden on his way to second. Iden safe at second, Schrader safe at third, and that is a double for Landon Iden. Got right over that right fielder, and now number 8, Coleman Clark, stepping up to the plate. Number 8, Coleman Clark, the third baseman for Columbia City, and runners on third and second base. 2 runners in scoring position for Coleman Clark stepping up here. If he's able to hit anything that lands in the outfield, those could score these next 2 runs. First pitch ball as it's high in the zone, and count 1-0 with 1 out on the board. Coleman looking for anything to put this ball into the outfield and score 2 more runs for Columbia City. That pitch called strike on the outside edge, count 1-1. And the pitch, that one called strike on the outside edge as well, and with count being 1-2, Coleman Clark pressured here to hit the baseball. He's got to choke up and take his 2-strike stance, make sure he can turn in on 1 and put it in play. As that pitch way too high, and count 2-2. Coleman Clark looking to battle back in the count here, make sure he can put something out into the field and not strike out here. And the pitch, fouls that one off way right. Good job at staying alive for Coleman Clark here, as count stays 2-2. And the pitch, that one low, count full now. And with the possibility of drawing a walk here or Coleman Clark striking out, he's looking anything close to the plate he's got to swing at, make sure he doesn't strike out here. And he does, but it's a swing and a miss for strike 3 on the outside edge. And number 11, Drew Vanderford, stepping up to bat. Drew leading in a few of the batting categories here. Batting average, he's got a home run on the year. And he knocks that one up, right up the middle. That scores 1. 2 on his way home. And safe at home. And Vanderford safe at second. So make that 2 RBIs for Drew Vanderford, as Brady Schrader able to score and Landon Iden able to score. And now number 12, Henry Neller, stepping up to the plate. Knocks that one, and he's going. Knocked that one right. It's out deep in right field. That scores Vanderford. And Neller on his way to third. And he's out. All right, Henry Neller able to hit 1 run in. That was Drew Vanderford, but he was out at third base after taking an early slide, and the ball able to beat him. So Columbia City leading 4-0 at the bottom of the first. And now as we move to the top of the second, Grayson Bradbury looking to hold New Haven to another scoreless inning and keep this game going. Taking a look at the weather, partly cloudy outside, actually mostly sunny with 63-degree weather. 2 mile per hour or less winds outside as that flag is barely moving out there, and 39% humidity. One of the first warm and dry days we've had in a while, and just an overall pretty clean day for baseball. I mean, most of these boys, if not all of them, are not rocking sleeves today, just given a chance to play warm and crisp baseball. Yeah, just beautiful day. Blue skies out here, nice white clouds. Doesn't look like it's gonna rain. The weather you kind of want for baseball. Not too hot, not too cold. Nice light breeze at some points. So Columbia City disperses from the mound, and now number 11, Keon Wheeler, steps up to the plate. So from the windup, Grayson Bradbury, first pitch, outside for ball one. Count 1-0, Keon Wheeler. A little bit of pressure taken off of him here. And that one called ball too high in the zone. He wanted to take a swing at it, but held back. And with count 2-0, Bradbury down in the count, Wheeler up in the count. Wheeler just looking to maybe see if he can get a walk here. But he takes ball 3. That one appeared to have been in the strike zone, but with now count 3-0, Wheeler having a chance to draw a walk here. Strike one, count 3-1. Bradbury trying to battle back in the count and maybe see if he can strike out Wheeler here or get him to hit something that the fielders can pick up and turn into an out. Foul tip there, and now with count being full, anything close to the strike zone, Wheeler's got to take a swing at. He could also possibly draw a walk here. Draw a walk, strike out, or hit here. Maybe look to foul off and maybe pick a good pitch to swing on. But as the pitch comes in, he pulls that one left into foul territory, and count stays 3-2. Bradbury doing what he can to throw a strike here and strike out Wheeler. And from the windup, strike 3 on a curveball. Awesome job by Bradbury there. Down in the count 3-0, able to make his way back up to 3-2 and strike out Keon Wheeler. And number 14, Ethan Goodwin, steps up to the bat. First pitch for this at bat. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And count 0-1 with 1 out on the board. And things not looking good for New Haven here. Still breathing room to work with, but it is closing down as Bradbury found his rhythm. Time called by Ethan Goodwin. Maybe to mess with the pitcher's rhythm here. Hoping he can maybe get a couple free balls here. And he does. Oh! Way outside pitch called strike 2. And now with count 0-2, Ethan Goodwin in danger of being struck out here. And that pitch is in the dirt. So count 1-2 with 1 out on the board. Bradbury looking to come back, or not come back in the count, but to end this at bat here. And he does with a curveball, strike 3.
Now batting number 2, Aiden Carter.
And now number 2, Aiden Carter, stepping up to the plate. And Bradbury close to 3 up, 3 downing these guys. First pitch called strike on the outside edge. It was count 0-1 with 2 outs on the board. Bradbury getting that much closer to 3 up, 3 downing. New Haven once again. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2 and count 0-2. Bradbury doing an awesome job keeping this game going fast on this New Haven side. And the pitch, that one in the dirt for ball 1, count 1-2. So from the windup here, Bradbury's 4th pitch, just about on his way, shakes off a couple of pitches there. And this one, swing and a miss for strike 3. So Bradbury 3 up, 3 down, and Columbia City making their way back to the dugout to add some more runs to their total with second baseman number 20, Trey Deckman, to lead off this inning for Columbia City. It appears that number 25 still staying out on the mound for New Haven here. Nobody warming up in bullpens. So New Haven hoping the first inning was just a fluke, and hopefully that this pitcher, number 25, Mason Noak, able to strike out these next 3 batters, or at least just 3 up, 3 down them, and give New Haven another shot at scoring runs. Bradbury just doing an awesome job leaving New Haven to their second scoreless inning, let alone their second 3 up, 3 down inning. And now with New Haven meeting at the mound after the throwdown, number 20, Trey Deckman, slowly making his way to the plate.
Leading off for the Eagles, number 20, Trey Deckman.
Like I said, Trey, the only freshman on this varsity team, and he is looking to put this ball in play and get this inning started. But first pitch ball high in the zone and count 1-0. Awesome eye on Trey Deckman there not to swing at that one. That one looked close to the strike zone. That pitch in the strike zone for a 1-1 count now. Trey at an even count here, looking to maybe still try to pick his pitch. That pitch inside and low, count 2-1. And just a little bit of the pressure taken off Trey here. He knocks that one into the gap, and right fielder able to field it, and Trey safe at first. And now the catcher, number 7, Eli Platt, stepping up to the plate. Could possibly show bunt here to try to advance Trey, but maybe a swing away option here. Pickoff move towards first, and Trey safe. He had a pretty good lead and was able to get back pretty quickly. And the pitch, Platt does show bunt. And out at first base to sack bunt, able to advance Trey Deckman to second, and number 4, James Getz, stepping up to the plate. James Getz, second plate appearance of the game coming in the second inning, and it's looking good for Columbia City with a runner in scoring position. James Getz back up to hit, and he fouls that, or not fouls, but hits that one way up into the air. Center fielder tracking it, catches it. Trey stays at second. And now with 2 outs on the board, number 14, Zach Berry, stepping up to the plate. Zach unfortunately struck out his last time up to bat, but now he's looking to turn it around and see if he can help put Columbia City on the board for this second inning. And the pitch, Barry takes strike one on that outside edge and count 0-1 with 2 outs on the board. Runner at second and Columbia City leading 4-0. The second pitch, outside in the dirt, the catcher able to stop it and keep Trey from advancing to third. And with count 1-1, Barry still has a viable opportunity here to hit. And he does. He knocks that one to the shortstop. Shortstop fields it, picks it up, throws it, and first baseman able to stretch out and catch it for the third out of the inning. And now number 22, Mason Ehrman, up to bat for New Haven as Columbia City makes their way out to the field and hopes to start off the top of the third with another 3 up, 3 down. So taking a look at one of our sponsors for today. WJHS is brought to you in part by EduStaff. Schools in your local community are experiencing a shortage of substitute teachers in local classrooms. EduStaff is seeking candidates for employment within partnering schools. More information can be found at edustaff.org. That is edustaff.org. And WJHS is brought to you this hour by Columbia City Nutrition. Columbia City Nutrition provides refreshing drinks, healthy caffeine alternatives, and smoothies. Columbia City Nutrition makes protein shakes, a large set of flavors of tea bombs, and nutrient-focused beverages to go. Columbia City Nutrition, straight across from the front of the courthouse. And after the throwdown, that signals the start of the top of the third, and number 22, Mason Ehrman, steps up to bat. Bradbury still out on the mound for Columbia City, and from the windup, the first pitch, strike one. So that one appeared to be right down the middle. And with count 0-1, Ehrman behind in the count, pressured to swing at this next pitch possibly. He wanted to, but as he saw it go low and outside for ball one, he decided not to. So count 1-1. And Bradbury pitches. Swing and a miss for strike two. Looked like Mason hesitated there, but with now count 1-2, could possibly strike him out here. Bradbury pitches. Ball two. So the pitch, knocked towards the first baseman, Brady Schrader, able to scoop it and step on first pretty quickly. Relatively easy play for Brady Schrader. And now number 23, Bryant Wake, stepping up to the plate. Yeah, awesome job on Brady there, able to charge the ball and scoop it and then step on first. First pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one. And now Bryant Wake behind in the count, maybe pressured to swing at this next pitch since it is 0-1. And the next pitch, called ball one, count 1-1, 1 out on the board. Third pitch, swing and a miss on an inside pitch. Number 23, Bryant Wake, tried swinging at it and dodging at the same time. And with count 1-2, Bradbury looking to strike out Wake here. And foul tip over on the right side. Count stays 1-2. Wake looking to put this ball in play and try to get on first base. But Bradbury Still pounding the strike zone, doing an awesome job today. 2 3 up, 3 down innings. He's looking to keep at it. And the pitch. Ooh, curveball that was right next to the strike zone. And count 2-2 now. Still one out on the board. And Bradbury pitches. Strike 3 on the outside edge. Five strikeouts on the game for Grayson Bradbury. And now number 16, Max Dietz up to bat now. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Max Dietz, designated hitting, placed in the 9th batter spot. Count 0-1, 2 outs on the board. That pitch called a ball, count 1-1. Bradbury, third pitch on its way in. Knocked towards the third baseman, Coleman Clark. Coleman fields it, throws it over to first. And that is the third out. And with that, 9 outs on the game, 5 strikeouts, 4 outs in play. And Columbia City back to their dugout. Number 25, Mason Noakes, still out on the mound for New Haven here. The last inning, he held Columbia City to nothing. And after that, maybe he starts getting on a roll here. But Bradbury on a roll by himself. And number 18, Brady Schrader, who was able to scoop and get the put out earlier, also on a roll here, will be leading off for Columbia City to start off the inning. Excuse me, it appears that there's actually a new pitcher up on the mound for New Haven. And it appears to be, oh. No, Mason Noak has 2 numbers. So he's number 21 today. I wish they would have wrote that on the lineup and said number 25, but oh well. Number 18, Brady Schrader up to bat. So, Brady Schrader up to the plate now, looking to start off with a hit to get onto first base. First pitch, ball 1 low, count 1-0. Second pitch, called strike on the outside edge. Well placed curveball by Mason Noak. And now with a 1-1 count, Brady Schrader still able to pick his pitch here. And that pitch called ball, count 2-1, as that one was also low. Fourth pitch, outside, ball 3, and Brady Schrader, possibility of drawing a walk here. Brady fouls that one off on the right field side. It was a well-distanced hit, just not in the field of play. And with full count, possibility of drawing a walk, striking out, or putting the ball in play here. And he swings and misses for strike 3. And on the around the horn, the catcher overthrows the third base. Oops. Number 6, Landon Iden, stepping up to the plate now. He was one of Columbia City's runs scored earlier. And looking to do some of the same with this inning. Only 1 out on the board so far. First pitch strike on the outside edge, and with count 0-1 now, Iden pressured here. And the pitch, way outside for ball 1, count even now. Columbia City still leading 4-0 here in the bottom of the third. And the pitch. Inside, down by Aiden's feet, and count 2-1. Aiden still has the opportunity to pick his pitch. And he picks that one, fouled up on the right side, and just out of the field of play. Count 2-2. So the fifth pitch, strike 3, looking. And number 8, Coleman Clark, stepping up to the plate. It appears number 25, Mason Noak, has finally found his rhythm in this game. And now it is a pitching battle between New Haven and Columbia City. That pitch outside, count 1-0 to start off for Coleman Clark. That pitch called ball high in the zone, count 2-0 now. 2 outs on the board. Third pitch, called ball, and count 3-0. And Coleman Clark could possibly draw a walk here. And he does, a 4-0 walk. Now, number 11, Drew Vanderford up to bat. Drew was able to hit a double last time out, hit it to the center fielder, and 2 runs were able to score, and he was able to get on second due to the ball being thrown home. And Drew looking to maybe try to get another RBI under his belt here with Coleman Clark over on first base. First pitch, and Coleman already on his way to second and is safe. A 1 count for Drew Vanderford. As that previous pitch was called a strike. That pitch also called strike on the outside edge. And now count 0-2 for Drew Vanderford here, as he's got to look to turn in on something and try to put it in play to score Coleman Clark, who's over on second. And he holds back on a high curveball for count 1-2. Fourth pitch. Inside almost. Oh, hits Drew. And now Drew's on his way to first, and with runners on first and second, number 12, Henry Neller up to bat. Henry had a nice hit the last time he was out there. It was just unfortunate that as he was on his way to third, he got thrown out. But with count 1-0, looking to put the ball in play again into the outfield to score these next 2 runs. Second pitch, he fouls that one off towards the right side. It bounces off the away dugout and goes outside of the fence. And count 1-1. And the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. And with count 1-2, Henry Neller in danger of striking out here. And foul tip there. Count stays 1-2. Henry Naylor still battling here, making sure he doesn't strike out, wants to put this ball in play. And that one, ball two, count 2-2, 2 outs on the board. Columbia City leading 4-0. Runners on first and second. In the air, way right. It's in foul territory and falls foul. Drew Vanderford and Coleman Clark took off early there. Maybe trying to see if they could score off that hit Henry Neller tried to put out there. Count stays 2-2. Henry's still doing a great job of battling and making sure he doesn't strike out here. That one almost hits him. And with count 3-2, Henry Neller possibly could draw a walk here. Could hit, could strike out, or could foul off to keep battling. We'll just have to see. And the pitch. Almost hits him. Ball 4 takes his base. And New Haven meeting out at the mound now. And they are now pulling number 21, Mason Noak, and there will be a new pitcher on the mound. Appears the number might be 22 on his back, and it is. And that will be Mason Ehrman. Already heard Mason Ehrman's name called once tonight when he was up to bat. And now with him up to pitch, he is looking to turn things around for New Haven. As 2 outs on the board, and number 20, Trey Deckman, up to bat now. Bases are loaded. Mason, his last time he was out there to bat, he was able to hit himself a single. Looking to do maybe some of the same here. We all know he wants a sweet, sweet double, though. Make sure he can score 2 runs and get on second base in scoring position for the next up batter, number 7, Eli Platt.
Now batting, number 20, Trey Deckman.
So, number 22, Mason Ehrman, up to pitch now, and number 20, Trey Deckman, up to bat, and knocks that one into left field. 1 run scores. 2nd run on its way in and out at the plate. So Coleman Clark able to score on that to move Columbia City's lead to 5-0. But Vanderford just not able to score in time and was the 3rd out of the inning. So now Columbia City making their way out to the field. Number 9, Grayson Bradbury, looking to make his way out to the mound once more. Not a huge surprise as he has held New Haven to 3 scoreless innings, three up, 3 down innings so far. Looking to do some more of the same as number 3, Braden Kuhnberger, will be up to bat. Taking a look at one of our sponsors here, WJHS is brought to you by Morse's Builders Mart, located at 516 East Van Buren Street in Columbia City, with locations in Huntington, Wabash, Warsaw, and Goshen. online at morshesbuildersmart.com, serving northeastern Indiana since 1871. WJHS is brought to you in part by Surf Internet. Surf Internet is transforming the Great Lakes region by bringing high-speed internet to rural and underserved areas. Faster and more reliable internet is now available to both residents and businesses in Columbia City. More details about fiber internet, wireless internet, and streaming TV can be found at surfinternet.com. Surf Internet can also be reached by phone at 888-274-6381. Thank you to Morsh's Builders Mart and Surf Internet. And as the throwdown signals the start of the top of the fourth, number 3, Braden Kuhnberger making his way up to bat.
Leading off for the Bulldogs, number 3, Braden Kuhnberger.
Last time up to bat, Kuhnberger was struck out. I can't remember if it was by a curveball or not, but he was struck out nonetheless, and Bradbury looking to do some of the same. First pitch fouled off for strike 1 as he showed a bunt there. And now with an 0-1 count, Kuhnberger already pressured here. And Bradbury looking to throw 2 more strikes and get this at-bat over with quickly. Another bunt show, pulls back and swings for strike 2 and count 0-2 now. Kuhnberger in danger of being struck out here early with only 2 pitches thrown being so far, and the third in the dirt for ball 1. So count 1-2. Bradbury looking to throw strike 3 here on this 4th pitch. Strike 3 swinging. Kuhnberger takes a chop at it, but that curveball able to get by for out number 1 of the inning.
Now batting number 10, Sam Golden.
Number 10, Sam Golden, did not strike out, but was out in a play last time, and possibly could do some of the same again. Shows bunt, did not pull back, and count 0-1 now with 1 out on the board. Bradbury getting ahead early in the last 2 counts. And the pitch showed bunt, pulled back and swung for strike 2. And with count 0-2, Bradbury could possibly strike out Sam Golden here. Last 2 batters have done the same thing. Showed bunt their first pitch and then pulled back and swung on their second after showing bunt. And that pitch in the dirt for ball 1. So far, a spitting image of the last at-bat. And to round it all off, ooh. That pitch looked like it was in the zone, but called ball, and with count being 2-2 now, Bradbury looking to strike out Sam Golden here. And he does, swinging strike 3. And now number 25, Mason Noak, makes his way back out. Mason, the previous pitcher for New Haven. And after last inning with bases loaded, they ended up pulling him and putting him at third. First pitch, ball 1, outside and low for a 1-0 count now, 2 outs on the board. Columbia City still leading 5-0 here. That pitch called strike on the outside edge, and with count moving to 1-1, Bradbury makes it even. Noak, his last time out there, ended up getting the ball in play, but was out on said play. And with strike 2 there, Bradbury looking to strike Noak out for the first time this game. Count 1-2, 2 outs on the board. Bradbury pitches. Fouled off way right. Didn't sound like it hit a car, but count stays 1-2. That one way up into the air towards right field side. Schrader tried to get there, still too far out of the reach of those. It landed close to the fence. Count still stays 1-2. And Mason Noak doing an awesome job of battling here, making sure he doesn't strike out. Bradbury looking to throw strike 3 this next pitch and get the 3rd strikeout of the inning.
That's a good pitch.
Ball 2 outside and low. And triple twos up on the board. Count 2-2, 2 outs on the board. Columbia City still leading 5-0. Bradbury pitches. Low and outside, count 3-2. Mason Noak possibly could draw a walk here, or is looking to put the ball in play to get to first, but is in danger of being struck out here. And ball 4, Noak takes his base.
Now batting number 11, Kian Wheeler.
Bradbury's first walk comes in at the top of the 4th. Now, number 11, Kian Wheeler, up to bat. Bradbury pitches. First pitch called ball 1, low. And count 1-0, 2 outs on the board, 1 runner on first. That pitch called strike on the outside edge and count 1-1. Bradbury makes it even and is looking to get the 3rd strikeout of the inning. Pitch low and outside. Eli able to slide out in front of it to knock it down and count 2-1.
Hey, action in 4 here. Here we go.
Fourth pitch. Knocked out towards center. Oh, second base. Knocked up towards second base, and second baseman Trey Deckman able to catch it for the 3rd out of the inning. So that is 7 strikeouts and 5 outs in play on the game. And now, Columbia City making their way back to the dugout to add some more runs to their lead. Only 1 runner has been able to get on base so far for New Haven. And that came off the walk here in the top of the 4th. And now as we move to the bottom of the 4th, still pitching for New Haven is number 22, Mason Ehrman, who had to come in and substitute last inning for number 21, Noak, Mason Noak. Huh, Mason replaced Mason. Didn't realize that. So yeah, Ehrman for Noak, and now leading off for Columbia City is number 7, Eli Platt. Taking a look at one of our sponsors here, WJHS is brought to you in part by City Auto Mall, home of the best sellers from Ford and Chevy like the F-150, Escape, Chevy Silverado, and Blazer. City Auto Mall offers a vast collection of cars, straightforward financing options, and ASE, certified car care services for repairs and maintenance. Right off Highway 30 in Columbia City. City Auto Mall can be reached by phone, social media, or the web at cityautomall.com. And now number 7, Eli Platt, stepping up to the plate. And first pitch knocked over the 3rd baseman out into left field, and Eli rounds first, but then decides to stay at first. And now number 4, James Getz, stepping up to the plate.
Now batting number 4, James Getz.
So number 4, James Getz, up to bat now. And with a runner on first base, things looking good for Columbia City in the inning so far. We'll just have to see what plays out here. That pitch way outside for ball 1. Count 1-0. And Platt on his way to second and safe by a few steps after I'm pretty sure that previous pitch was also called ball. And count now 2-0, I believe. Yeah, count 2-0. Blue just showed it. So Platt on second, swinging strike there by Getz for count 2-1 now. That pitch just got away from the catcher there, but Platt did not advance. Would have been risky anyways. Getz rips that one by the third baseman. Platt safe on first, or Platt safe on third, Getz safe on first. And now number 14, Zach Berry, stepping up to the plate. So 2 runners on base, no outs on the board, and Zach Berry up to bat now. Gets already off. Berry showed bunt, could not get it down. And count 0-1 with Getz safe on second.
Come on, 4. Let's go, Barry. Score him now.
Second pitch. And Berry knocks that one left. Lands foul, though. And the home bullpen was a decently well hit ball. Went way deep in left field. Just unfortunately too far left. And with count 0-2, Berry pressured here to swing at this next pitch if it's anywhere near the strike zone. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And with 1 out on the board, number 18, Brady Schrader, stepping up to the plate.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 18, Brady Schrader.
That pitch called strike on the outside edge, and count 0-1 for Brady Schrader. Second pitch, ball in the dirt. That one gets away from the catcher. Count 1-1, 1 out on the board. Columbia City leading 5-0. With the count even here, Brady Schrader can still try to pick his pitch. And he swings at that one, and count now 1-2. And suddenly Columbia City now held at a standstill at the moment. Brady Schrader looking to put this ball in play here, maybe score these next 2 runs. Takes ball 2 there, and count now 2-2, 1 out on the board. And the pitch outside, and count now full. And now full count, possibility of drawing a walker, striking out here, maybe even putting this ball in play. Brady Schrader got to do what he can here. And he knocks that one, going deep left. Caught by the left fielder. And Keegan Spencer safe at home. He came in to sub for the runner Eli Platt. So that gives Columbia City their 6th run. And now number 6, Landon Iden, stepping up to the plate. Takes first pitch strike on the outside edge. Count 0-1, 2 outs on the board. Columbia City leading 6-0. And runner on second base, that is James Getz. That pitch low and inside. Count 1-1 now. 2 outs on the board with an even count here. Third pitch, ball 2. And count 2-1. Iden looking to put this ball into the outfield to score James Getz here. Oh, rips it right to the third baseman, who's able to catch it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. So as New Haven makes their way back out to the dugout, still looking to put their first runs on the board here in the top of the 5th. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Number 9, Grayson Bradbury, making his way back out to the mound for another inning. Not a huge surprise, as he is he's just a heck of a game so far pitching. 3 3-up, 3-down innings, and 1 4-up, 3-down inning under his belt. Just awesome job by him, making sure that he's just been able to stay ahead of the game here and not allow any runs to be scored by New Haven. So, taking a look at one of our sponsors here. BlueLineBins.com is simplifying the waste disposal process, serving residential, construction, and commercial with lightweight dumpsters and roll-off services. Blue Line Bins offer no obligation estimates for construction, cleanups, and more, and has bins delivered. Blue Line Bins rental is available at BlueLineBins.com. That is BlueLineBins.com. They can be reached at 260-416-8091. And now, number 14, Ethan Goodwin steps up to the plate for the Bulldogs. And first pitch, ball 1, high and outside, count 1-0. And now, Ethan Goodwin ahead in the count. Bunt laid down by Ethan Goodwin. Bradbury able to pick it up, sling it over to first, and that is the 1st out of the inning. Awesome reaction time there by Grayson Bradbury, able to get Ethan Goodwin out over on first base. First pitch for this at bat hits him, and Aiden Carter now takes his place at first. And now number 22, Mason Ehrman, steps up to the plate. One out on the board, 1 runner on first base, and Mason Ehrman looking to turn things around for New Haven here. First pitch, bunt showed, bunt laid down, rolls foul, and that is strike one. So now number 22, Mason Ehrman, still up to bat with an 0-1 count. And the pitch shows bunt, too far outside. Oh. So a series of events happened there. Number 22, Mason Ehrman, shows bunt, did not pull back, and that is strike two. And the runner got too far off first, and Eli threw down to first base, but the runner was able to get back in time. And now the third pitch. Oh. So another series of events happened there. Number 22, Mason Ehrman, showed bunt on strike two, pulled back in time, count 1-2, and the runner over on first base got far off again, and Eli threw it down again, and the runner's still safe. That pitch knocked off the end of the bat for foul ball, count 1-2, bounced off of Eli there, but it looked like he quickly recovered, and as count stays 1-2 with one out on the board, Bradbury looking to throw strike three here. Pickoff move towards first. Got him. Woo! Nice pickoff move by Grayson Bradbury there. Quick turn and throw over to first base. Ray Schrader able to apply the tag, and that is the second out of the inning. And now strike three would be the third out of the inning here. Bradbury changes his stance from the stretch to the windup. Pitches. Knocked right over Bradbury's shortstop, James Getz. Oh! Okay, so it bounced off of shortstop James Getz. He was just running so fast that not able to keep track of the ball, and it bounced off of him and landed in Deckman's glove. And Deckman threw over to first base, but just not in time. And now number 23, Bryant Wake, up to bat now. Pickoff move towards first. Did not get the runner. And New Haven switches out runners here. So count still 0-0 here as the first pitch on its way in for strike one. Count 0-1 now, 2 outs on the board. It was just high and outside, but called strike one. And with count 0-1, now Bradbury ahead in the count, looking for a strike two and strike three call here. Ball low, and count now 1-1. Third pitch, knocked towards right center field, and Vanderford not able to catch it as it appeared he lost it in the sun. Vanderford throws it in. And that is a triple for Bryant Wake with an RBI to boot. Hit that one towards right field. Vanderford just couldn't get under in time, lost it in the sun, and that got Mason Ehrman all the way home off the throws to home. And now Bryant Wake over on third base with number 16, Max Beats, up to bat. First pitch ball. Count 1-0. And New Haven able to put their first run up on the board. And Bradbury visually frustrated out on the mound after that previous pitch. So count 2-0, 2 outs on the board. Runner just 90 feet away from home. New Haven up on the board, score 6-1. Swing and a miss for strike one. Count 2-1 with 2 outs on the board. Bradbury trying to find his groove back. Strike 2 on the outside edge, and count now 2-2 with 2 outs on the board. And Bradbury looking for strike 3 here. Foul tip. Count stays 2-2. And the umpire coming out to talk to Bradbury. And already making his way back behind the plate, maybe giving Bradbury a new ball there. But either way, count still stays 2-2. And Bradbury looking for strike 3. Ball outside in the dirt, gets past the catcher Eli Platt, and that scores New Haven's second run. And full count on the board. And the pitch. And the dirt. Ball 4.
Now batting number 3.
Number 3, Braden Kuhnberger up to bat now. And now Coach Deckman coming out to the mound to talk to Grayson Bradbury. Grayson doing an awesome job in the game so far. Only allowed 2 runs in 5 innings, and those 2 runs came out of the top of the 5th here, where it appears that New Haven finally able to get used to Bradbury's pitching. And now Bradbury just 1 out away from getting out of the inning. And there is a pitcher warming up out on the mound, on the bullpen, sorry, out on the bullpen for Columbia City. It appears to be number 15, Steven Neller, that is warming up. So runner on first, 2 outs on the board. Bradbury's first pitch. Ball low and outside, count 1-0. Count 1-0, 2 outs on the board. Bradbury's just got to get his head back here and get this final out. That pitch low and outside bounces off of Eli Platt and gets out behind him, and Max Beats able to steal over to second. (2-0), 2 outs on the board. Bradbury's just got to cool down and throw strikes here. to get out of this inning. That ball knocked up. Bradbury able to catch it. And that is the third out of the inning. And now, 6-2 lead for Columbia City here in the bottom of the fifth. And Columbia City looking to cushion this lead and get some insurance runs. Taking a look at one of our sponsors here. Tonight's game is brought to you by Moo Over Ice Cream Shop. Building flavors from scratch, Moo Over offers ice cream flavors including Rocky Road, Coffee Crunch, as well as nut-free and sugar-free flavors. Plus hand-built delights that change each week. Moo Over is a plant-based ice cream shop for those with either sensitivity to dairy or allergens or are taking a more healthy approach. Located right across from the furniture store in downtown Columbia City. Now Moo Over is expanding to where pints can be found. More information can be found online at moo-over.com. And now, number 8, Coleman Clark stepping up to the plate.
Leading off for the Eagles, number 8, Coleman Clark.
Coleman takes first pitch balls, that one way high and way outside. And count now 1-0.
Put up a lot here. Let's go. Finish this thing off. Quit messing around. Here we go, 8.
That pitch a ball high and inside. As the pitcher for New Haven stays the same, number 22, Mason Ehrman. So count 3-0 after that previous pitch. And 4-0 walk for Coleman Clark. And now number 11, Drew Vanderford stepping up to the plate.
Now batting number 11, Drew Vanderford.
So after New Haven disperses from the mound there because the catcher wanted to talk to his pitcher for a moment, number 11, Drew Vanderford stepping up to the plate. Pickoff move towards first base. Not able to get the runner. That one actually bounced off of the first baseman. Pitch low and in the dirt, and Coleman Clark safe at second with a slide. Ball wasn't even thrown down though. The catcher, I guess, just didn't think he got it right or in time. But count 1-0 now for Vanderford. Swinging strike there, count 1-1. And Drew takes ball 2 inside there, count 2-1. Still no outs on the board. Coleman Clark safe over at second base after his steal. And with him being in scoring position, Vanderford could hit something out into the field to score Clark. Takes second pitch, strike 2 there, looking, count 2-2.
Got you, baby, got you. Hey, battle out, kid, let's go.
Here you go, Sticks. Work for 2 now. Work for 2.
Vanderford looking to battle and not get struck out here. Swing and a miss for strike 3 though. And now number 12, Henry Neller, stepping up to the plate.
Now batting number 12, Henry Neller.
Number 12, Henry Neller up to bat now. Coleman Clark still over at first base, or second base, sorry. That one ripped to the third baseman. Henry on his way to first, safe. So Henry able to reach on an error there by the third baseman. And now number 20, Trey Deckman up to bat. Runners on first and second, Deckman up to bat. He hits that one to the shortstop. Shortstop picks it up, turns it to second. Second turns it to first, but not in time. And Henry Neller out at second, but that advances the next 2 runners. Sorry, that gets Deckman to first. Henry out at second and advances number 8, Coleman Clark. And now number 7, Eli Platt up to bat. And now New Haven meeting out at the mound. Don't know why. Only 2 runners on, 2 outs on the board. The pitcher's been doing all right. If Eli gets a good knock, though, that'll score 1 more for Columbia City, maybe even 2. But I don't know. This seems unnecessary. Either way, New Haven disperses, and now number 7, Eli Platt, is up to bat. Eli's had a good job hitting so far tonight. That pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Deckman safe at second after being able to steal there on the passed ball by the catcher. And with count 1-1, 2 runners in scoring position, Eli could hit maybe 2 RBIs and get safe himself if he's able to hit this one into the outfield. Oh! That one went right off the end of the bat and didn't get enough under it, and the first baseman able to jog over, jump up, and catch it for the 3rd out of the inning. And with Columbia City making their way out to the field now, Grayson Bradbury making his way out to the mound once again. And after the past few innings, well, not the past few, after the last inning, he's allowed 2 runs scored on him just because of, there was a walk, and then there was a batted ball that was able to get over Vanderford. So just unfortunate circumstances, but Bradbury looking to come out here, start off well with a few strikes, and maybe see if he can go up, 3 down, as this is the top of the 6th. Taking a look at the weather, it appears to be 64 degrees outside. Feels like 64. It's only partially cloudy. And the wind 1 mile per hour and less, with 40% humidity and UV index low. Still just a great day for baseball, great evening for baseball. And now, number 10, Sam Golden stepping up to the plate. This will be his 3rd plate appearance of the day. And count 1-0 after that previous pitch. Bradbury looking to tie up the count here with this next one. Ooh. That one appeared to be on the inside part of the strike zone, but called ball there, as count now 2-0.
Come on.
Start Sam. Here we go. You and Eli.
Strike one.
Good. Come on, bro.
Foul tip there that gets out behind home plate and rolls to the backstop, and count now 2-1. So Bradbury climbing his way back into the count now, hopefully able to throw something that is an infield routine play or a strikeout. Bunted towards third. Coleman picks it up, slings it over to first for the first out of the inning. Awesome job, Columbia City. Bunted down the third base side. Coleman Clark charges it quickly, able to scoop it up and throw it over to first base for a quick first out of the inning. And now number 21, Mason Noak up to bat now. Yeah, Mason Noak takes first pitch strike on the outside edge. And it appears Bradbury may be getting his groove back. That one knocked towards center field, went right up the gap. Mason Noak able to round first, stay at first there. And that is a single.
Jay.
Number 11, Kean Wheeler up to bat now. Coach Bell out there talking to the umpire at the moment. Think Coach Bell might be talking about how Mason Noak has 2 numbers and on the lineup listed as 25, but his jersey number is listed, or is not listed, but his jersey number is 21. Both coaches down there now talking to the same umpire and going over it. Still conversing as Columbia City now meeting out around their positions. Now Coach Bell and New Haven's coach, which is Dave Bischoff, are talking, chuckling about something, and now making their way back to the dugout and the third base position. And number 11, Kean Wheeler, still up to bat. And number 21, Mason Noak, up to bat. First pitch, ball 1. That one was low in the strike zone, and count now 1-0, 1 out on the board. Runner over on first, number 21, Mason Noak. And the pitch. And ball on the outside edge. Count 2-0, 1 out on the board. Things slowed down in the game so far. Bradbury's still pitching for Columbia City. And the pickoff move. Not able to beat the runner. That pitch makes it 3-0. And now number 11, Kean Wheeler, looking to draw a walk. And pitch. Ball 4. Kean takes his base. And now Coach Bell making his way out to the mound, possibly for a pitching switch. And yes, Steven Neller running up to the mound from the bullpen. And Grayson Bradbury making his way back to the dugout. His head pointed towards the ground. It really shouldn't be. Grayson has had an awesome job pitching this game. I mean, it's just really unfortunate the last inning. 2 were able to score, but you know, just 4 scoreless innings against New Haven. 3 of them 3 up, 3 down. 1 of them 4 up, 3 down. He did an awesome job this game and should have nothing to be mad about. And now number 15, Steven Neller, stepping up to the mound. A lefty with not a whole lot of velocity, but a whole lot of movement on his pitches. Wouldn't be surprised if this change in speed and velocity just, you know, make these New Haven batters just looking at the ball and not thinking it's going to be a strike, and then it ends up being a strike. And then Steven looking to just see if he can have these pitches put into play, you know, routine ground ball plays between the players out there. Say that 6-3 play, 6-3 play, 5-3 play, maybe even a 4-3 play or a 3 play by himself. Just, you know, anything they can do to get outs and hold New Haven to less than 4 runs scored this inning. 4 runs for New Haven would tie up the game. And after scoring 2 last inning, New Haven may be getting their momentum here and trying to pull out ahead in these last couple of innings. If at all possible, though, if Columbia City able to hold them to below 4 innings scored, or 4 runs scored this inning, keep the lead, maybe add a couple of insurance runs or something, and keep the lead all the way to the middle of the 7th. Game will be over in favor of Columbia City, but that is still an inning away. So with runners on first and second, number 14, Ethan Goodwin up to bat, and first pitch knocked foul off the end of the bat for strike 1, count 0-1. And with Steven Neller ahead in the count, pressure put on Ethan Goodwin now to swing at these next pitches.
Hey, Steve.
And swing and a miss for strike 2, count 0-2 with 1 out on the board. And Steven Neller looking hot with his first 2 pitches here. Strike 3 could be on the way. Lined right back to Steven Neller. Steven able to stop it and get it to the first baseman for the second out of the inning. Awesome job by Steven Neller. It was a comebacker hit right to him. He was able to get his mitt up, bounced in and out of his mitt, and then able to throw it over to first. So awesome on him to get the second out of the inning. And now, number 2, Aiden Carter up to bat. First pitch ball for number 7, Cordell Roberson. Cordell Roberson. We got there eventually. That one knocked up into the air into right field. Vanderford able to get under it, and that was the third out. Cordell Roberson's first time up to bat, unfortunately for him, ended in a fly out to right field. But now Columbia City coming up to score maybe a couple more runs, get some insurance under their belts, and win out this game. Number 22, Mason Ehrman, still out on the mound for New Haven. Columbia City still leading 6-2 in this bottom of the 6th. Not a whole lot of room for New Haven to work with. Only having the top of the 7th to score more runs if Columbia City is able to hold the lead out here. Leading off for Columbia City this inning will be number 4, James Getz, and this will be his 4th at-bat of the game. And the throwdown signals the start of the bottom of the 6th, and James Getz making his way up to bat. So James looking to start it off for Columbia City, score some insurance runs here. If Columbia City is able to score 6, that will be the end of the game. That'll give them the 10-run rule. So number 22, Mason Ehrman from the stretch. First pitch. Getz shows bunt, but pulls back in time for ball 1. Second pitch called ball 2, and count now 2-0 in favor of James Getz. That pitch called inside strike 1, count 2-1. Getz knocks that one ground ball. Third baseman able to field it and throw it over to first for the first out of the inning. And now number 14, Zach Berry up to bat. So now number 14, Zach Berry against number 22, Mason Ehrman. Berry on a check swing called strike 1. got that bat too far out there, and count 0-1. Fouls that one off and count now 0-2. Barry already behind in the count. So now he's just got to be able to choke up on the bat, take a 2-strike stance, and swing at anything near the strike zone. Ball 1 called, count 1-2. Barry still got to swing at anything close to the strike zone. And the pitch. Barry knocks it up to the shortstop. Shortstop able to field it, throws it over to first, and out. 6-3 play there, shortstop to first baseman. And now number 18, Brady Schrader, up to bat. First pitch, called strike 1, count 0-1. Second pitch, fouled off on the left field side, and count 0-2 for Brady Schrader. He's got to choke up, protect the plate here, make sure he can put something in play to give him a chance to get safe at first. That pitch outside, count 1-2. And with count 1-2, Brady's still got to make sure that he doesn't strike out here, got to keep battling. Knocks that one, gets past the third baseman, and he is safe at first. All right, single for Brady Schrader, and now number 6, Landon Iden, up to bat. Number 2, Keegan Spencer, coming to run for number 18, Brady Schrader. The umpire communicating with the away dugout. And now getting behind home plate and getting ready. The umpire set to go. Iden stepping up to the plate, and Ehrman getting ready to pitch. Ehrman steps off. Spencer jogs back to first. And Spencer safe at second after that pitch was a ball and bounced off the catcher. And with count 1-0, Spencer in scoring position for the batter, number 6, Landon Iden. That pitch called ball, count 2-0 with Keegan Spencer still on second base. Landon is positioned in the cleanup hitter spot for Columbia City. So hopefully he's able to get something popped up over the mound. Pitcher calls it, catches it. And now Columbia City top of the 7th here, has a chance, if they are able to hold New Haven to 0 runs, or actually to 3 or less. If they're able to hold them to 3 or less, they win the game. With number 15, Stephen Neller, back out on the mound. Taking a look at one of our sponsors here. The 91.5 Eagle Stream is brought to you in part by ProFed Credit Union, providing our community with modern banking services with individual attention for personal accounts and businesses alike. ProFed Credit Union specializes in savings for goals, mortgages, car loans, and business banking too. ProFed Credit Union serves northern Indiana with a network of 37,000 plus ATMs and 12 branch locations, now in Columbia City off 30 near Walmart. And now number 22, Mason Ehrman, stepping up to bat. Pitcher versus pitcher here. Mason versus Steven. First pitch, knocked towards the shortstop. James picks it up, throws it over to first, and safe. And now Bryant Wake is up to bat. Pickoff move over towards first base, not in time. Time called, and number 6 is coming out to run for Mason Ehrman. Number 6 being Caden Dyer. In the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Count 0-1 as Stephen Neller steps back up to the mound. Number 23, Bryant Wake, up to hit. Swing and a miss for strike 2. What appears to be happening is Bryant Wake keeps stepping a little outside with that front foot and then dragging his back foot behind him, making him unbalanced when he goes to hit. Third pitch, strike 3. Number 16, Max Beats, up to bat now. Second pitch outside for ball 2. That pitch knocked foul on the right side. And count 2-1 with 1 out on the board. Runner on first. Caden Dyer. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Count 2-2. 1 out on the board. And Columbia City ever so closer to winning this game. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And 2 outs on the board with number 3, Braden Kuhnberger, up to bat now. This Braden Kuhnberger's 4th time up at bat, knocks it over to the left field foul side. And count 0-1, 2 outs on the board. Runner on first base, Columbia City leading 6-2. That pitch called ball, very close to the strike zone there. Looked like it should have been a strike. But now count 1-1, 2 outs on the board. Count 2-1, 2 outs on the board. Steven just 2 strikes away from getting this game over with. That one knocked to the shortstop. James picks it up, throws over to first. Safe at first. That ball gets by Brady Schrader. Runner stays at third, and the other runner at second base. And now number 10, Sam Golden, stepping up to the plate. 2 runners in scoring position. Sam Golden up to bat, 2 outs on the board. Even if Sam is able to knock these next 2 runs in, it only gets New Haven to 4. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Second pitch, ball 1, count 1-1. This game's so close here, with New Haven having 2 in scoring position, but 2 outs on the board. That one knocked to the second baseman, Trey Deckman. Trey scoops it up, throws it to first, and that is the 3rd out. Game is over. Columbia City wins 6-2 after great pitching from both Grayson Bradbury and Steven Neller to end out the game. And that holds New Haven to 6 scoreless innings. New Haven able to pick up the bats towards the end there and get themselves, a couple runs on the board, but not close enough to beat out Columbia City, as they scored 6 in 3 of their 6 innings that they batted. 4 in the first, 1 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. That got them to 6 early in the game. That got them to 4 early in the game, and then 6 towards the middle. And New Haven, top of the 5th, able to score 2 to make the game 2-6, and nothing after that. Same score all the way through. Columbia City able to do an awesome job pitching and batting. It was New Haven's pitching that got Columbia City 4 in the first, and then everything after that just added on for Columbia City. 3 scoreless innings and 3 up, 3 down innings from none other than Grayson Bradbury. Awesome job on him. 3 up, 3 down, and 3 innings. And then in the fourth, 4 up, 3 down. And then Steven Neller able to come in and relieve the final moments of the game. And no runs scored on him either. Just awesome job by those 2 pitchers, as well as the rest of the team. 12 outs in play by Columbia City, able to pick up the ball and throw it over to first or throw it over to second or catch the ball out in the outfield. So just awesome job on that Columbia City team, able to do what they can to make this team win out. And then awesome job on several of the guys. Brady Schrader, Drew Vanderford both had 2 RBIs, and Henry Neller and Trey Deckman both had an RBI under their names as well. And James Getz, Brady Schrader, Landon Iden, Coleman Clark, Drew Vanderford, and Trey Deckman, those 6 guys able to get home and score for the team. So just awesome job on all of them, able to do what they could, and just, yeah, awesome job. So that about wraps it up. Thank you to everybody at WJHS. The production manager, Jonathan Peters, board operator, Vincent Park, scoreboard operator, Lexi Harker, camera supervisor, Zeke Urudia, camera operator, Jacob Rose, replay operator, Jaden Jones, and graphic design, Braden Crasher. All of those wonderful people able to keep stats and keep track of everything that's going up back at the station, able to keep us live and keep us going. So thank you to them for this. And I am Zayden McKenzie signing off, telling you that Columbia City wins 6-2. Thank you, everyone. Good night.